What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw 4 TV. So, in this particular video, it's not going to take too long. I just want to point out the four main excuses that LeBron's biggest fan base, the most extreme, well, almost all of them are like this, but these are the four main excuses that you tend to hear from these guys whenever their idol, their king, underperforms in the series. This is what you hear from them, and not only that, this is the excuse that his undercover fans and not so undercover fans in the mainstream media use. So these are the four main go-to talking points / excuses that the La Media will use whenever he fails. Number one, this has to be updated a little bit because this is from actually last year, but he's in year 21. I know it says year 20, but now he's in year 21. So whenever he fails in the series, well, I mean, what do you expect, man? He's in year 20 or 21. I mean, what do you expect, man? He in year 21, man. I mean, what y'all expect from the brother? Well, considering that you call him the GOAT, and that he's better than Michael Jordan, and he's the greatest athlete ever, I expect greatness from him. That's what the fuck I expect. I expect him to do things that nobody else in the history of sports has done before. I don't expect him to choke. I don't expect him to pass to a guy barely clinging on to the NBA. I don't expect him to airball free throws down the stretch. I expect greatness personified from him. Why do you lower expectations with this guy in the game's most key moments? That doesn't sound very GOAT-like. He got no help. I mean, this is probably the oldest excuse that we've heard from LeBron and his fan base. I remember them saying this back when I was a LeBron fan, and I used to disagree with that. Like, no, he had a team that was able to that was talented enough to win a championship. That's not an excuse. The Pistons were not. When you look at the Pistons of the mid-2000s, they weren't the most talented team in the NBA. You know what I mean? None of those guys, except for Ben Wallace, is top 75. And you got people today saying Ben Wallace shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame. So that team kicked the Lakers' ass, who was nothing but filled with Hall of Famers. So I don't want to hear no excuse about, oh, he didn't have talent enough team. Didn't his same Cavalier team beat the Pistons? Now, Ben Wallace wasn't there at that point, but the point is, you can't have both ways. Can't give him praise for beating the Pistons and beating this team and that team, but then when he lose, he ain't got no help. You know, it's something you keep hearing to this day. You come into the season, it's the deepest Laker team we've seen in years. It's the deepest Laker team we've seen since he's been there. Then all of a sudden he starts losing, and just like that, he needs more help. He's 38. What do you expect? He's 38. What do you expect? This is a tried and true one. Whenever he's playing well, I mean, this guy's 38 years old. Can you believe this? When he's struggling, when he comes up short, I mean, he's 38. What do you expect? Or they deflect. This is something that LeBron fans are very good at doing. They deflect. But Jordan had Pippen. Michael Jordan has nothing to do with the equation. But because they don't want to address the failure of their savior, they will then pivot and talk about something Michael Jordan didn't do or something Michael Jordan had. They'll bring it up because they can't really defend the indefensible. So they have to pivot and play politics and deflect and all that crap. So yeah, this is what they do. These are the four main excuses for LeBron fans, in my opinion. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.